So to set the scene, what do I, as an MSP owner, mean by the cloud? And I think it's important to set the scene because there are so many definitions of cloud out there. But simply, the cloud should mean, for the typical MSP out there, it should mean taking all the technology behind the client's firewall and delivering it back to them via a hosted desktop. And that is it. That is the definition of cloud. And if you want to be successful and make money in your organizations, that too should be your definition. And the things that we include in that are these components. So all virtual servers, email, archiving, BlackBerry, SharePoint, line of business applications. There really is very few applications out there today that we cannot host in the cloud. We're going to talk about, rather we include people's PBX systems and using products like Microsoft Lync. And Lync has been the missing component for us. So we could take everything else up to the voice system, and before too long we'll also be able to take that voice system from behind that firewall and deliver it back to them. We include all sorts of offsite backup and DR options and VLANs and web hosting, etc., etc. So really it's just everything that sits behind that client's firewall. And when you get into cloud and start having proper discussions with business, you'll start to find that a lot of them really just want to get rid of all the technology. It's been far too complicated and far too costly to manage. So again, your definition of cloud should be taking everything behind that client firewall and delivering it back to them from a data center via a hosted desktop. And hopefully that's clear. Now I'll ask Seth to jump in here.
So to pick up on what it is, let's talk about where is the cloud. A lot of people use the word cloud. They don't really clearly define it for their clients or themselves or maybe even understand it. So the cloud is, we define the cloud as services that come from secure facilities whose infrastructure surpasses what's on your client's site. Redundancy, survivability, offers cloud, leans cloud services to keep data safe from loss and interruption. In order to do that, these facilities have robust infrastructure that, unless you're a Fortune 500 company, does not exist on the client site. We'll go to the next slide. Cloud infrastructure technology, from our perspective, is defined by environments that have neutral carrier entry points, multiple carriers, redundant power. For the facility that we're in, we have traditionally utilized raised floor space. We're also now in DC4 utilizing cold aisle technology that's used by Facebook and Google. Triple redundant power, as you can see by this picture, that's not typical of what's at most client sites. And of course, to oversee that, 24/7 support from services that emanate like from our network operations center.